We're going to landmark this, and we're going back to the cases. Adnan Syed. Now, if you remember, in the past, he was convicted of a crime and he was acquitted. And then now, this year, today, as of today, they're bringing it back to court, meaning they found something or there's some evidence showing he is. This is a landmark. This has never happened to my knowledge. If you guys have any other case to show me that wasn't public, I would be glad to look at it.
Might know of the case against Adnan Syed from the popular podcast Serial. Syed was convicted of murder.
Now, why are all these people from these podcasts getting caught up in these real life cases? You got to think about it. It's obviously something behind it. If you think about it, it makes no sense. Really think critically. How are they getting tied up in these things? What is causing them to be in these scenarios?
Murder of his ex-girlfriend, Hae-Min Lee. That was overturned last year. And then today, another twist with a court reinstating that earlier conviction. The Baltimore murder.
Isn't that double jeopardy? See, I never understood double jeopardy. You can't be tried for double jeopardy under American law. See, that's deep. And that's why we're talking about things like this. And there's like 3 other cases that are going on right now. See, I'm going to be a conglomerate of different subjects so you guys can understand. This is deep. Listen to how deep it's getting.
Occurred back in 1999.
1999.
2 decades behind bars. The case gained.
He already spent 2 decades behind bars.
There was also a
20, man, 20 years of your life. That's a long time to lose, man.
After DNA evidence exculpated, exonerated Syed from the crime.
Okay, listen to this guy. Something's not, yo, I want to say right now, these big time news media platforms that be on here and stuff, don't think they're just normal people. Like, how do you make that mistake? How are you making mistakes besides saying exonerated or he was left out, he escaped, he was freed? Like, just say something normal. He's laughing. What's funny about this? You see how they're like, we'll talk about it.
He was freed soon after, you might remember that. All charges were eventually dropped. Today, the appellate court of Maryland decided that the lower court didn't give the family of Hae-Min Lee enough notice before the hearing that cleared Syed. The victim's younger brother, or brother rather, lives in California and was given 1 business day to attend the hearing. Now, the question, of course, is will Syed go back to prison? It is not.
You hear that? Does that make sense to you? Because the brother didn't attend court? What does that have to, like, guys, this makes no sense. Think logically. Who did they ever do that for? Listen to what you just heard. Who have they ever done that for? Any of our families? Have they ever? It makes no sense. Have they ever done that for your family? If they have, please tell me, because I've never heard of this. This is crazy. Makes no sense to me.
Not clear. Even if he did, it wouldn't be for a while. The higher court says that they did this to acknowledge that the mistake was made by that lower court, and now is allowing that lower court 60 days to fix the issue. So the thinking here is, since this is more of a technicality, not based on any new evidence, he probably will remain a free man for some time.
Wow. All right. Well,
has anyone ever heard of a technicality like this? It makes no sense. He probably will remain a free man. Wasn't he freed, exonerated? How you bring me back for double jeopardy? And he doesn't look worried at all. He's just walking in calmly, walking out. Not saying he's built like he should be scared, but are you kidding me? This makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And this is what I'm saying. You got to look at the media and think. It's 0 sense to it. That's nonsense. Because the brother didn't show up. That's crazy. Let's see it. Go ahead. Tell us again why. Tell us again. Because this makes no sense, guys.
All right. People might know of the case.
Tell me if this makes sense to you.
From the popular podcast Serial.
He's from a popular podcast. He's from a podcast.
That was overturned last year. And then today, another twist with a court reinstating.
A second twist.
Conviction. The Baltimore murder occurred back in 1999.
1999.
2 decades behind bars.
He was already in jail.
Attention after that podcast called Serial. There was also a 2018 HBO documentary about the case. You might remember that.
Podcast Serial. He was the subject of it. They were talking about him on the podcast, and now they're thinking to do more. You see, I'm telling you, y'all, they're watching us. Yo, look at the case before you. Hold on real quick. Not just this case. Hold on real quick. I want you to take a quick peek at the X case and then look at my entire series. Tell me it didn't play out exactly like I said. You don't think that's kind of weird? You don't think that makes no sense? That one of them actually told, like I said in the very beginning of the series, my videos years back. Guys, are they mocking us online? Is this mockery? I'm not saying for this case. I'm not saying for the essays. I'm just saying, are they mocking me? That you knew I was telling the truth. Like, the information I was getting, all true. What's going on? Like, Adnan Syed, how is he getting back? And he's not worried at all. He's just chilling, walking, like it's a sunny day. Nobody would be chilling on that. That makes no sense. You're bringing me back after I was exonerated? Yo, I'll be going and fighting. Something's wrong. That makes no sense. Guys, examine the world around you. Do not be fooled. There is a lot of foolery, and that's a foolery. That reason makes no sense. Listen to this clown. Listen to him.
Remember that all charges were eventually dropped.
All charges were dropped.
The appellate court of Maryland decided that the
Maryland decided they'll bring him back. Why? He didn't even say why.
The victim's younger brother, or brother rather, lives in California and was given 1 business day to attend the hearing.
What does the little brother living in California given 1 business day to attend have to do with anything? Charging this man, he was exonerated. So because the little brother living in Cali had 1 day business notice, he used that to come back and say what? About what? How wasn't this man charged if he did it though? How? Whose DNA evidence was there if it wasn't his? You have all that technology. You didn't check it. You just left it as is and brought him back. You should begin a on-your-foot investigation to see exactly who is implicated. It makes no sense. Either they're getting dumber or I never understood how crime worked, which is not true at all. Really? You kidding me? Guys, this makes no sense. Adnan Syed, murder conviction reinstated months after he was freed. I've never heard of this. Months after? Then they went on to say because the little brother only had so much notice, he didn't get to attend. Guys, this makes no sense at all.
Now the question, of course, is will Syed go back?
That makes no sense at all. At all. No sense.
The higher court says that they did this to
the higher court.
The mistake was made.
The higher court saying the lower court made a mistake. They're like big brother and them saying you made a mistake. We're going to bring them back and do it right. Because they made a mistake. So what? You're still free. Guys, they're trying to do something to get it done everywhere. They'll start doing it in your state. That's illegal. It's double jeopardy. What else would it be? How is it not double jeopardy? You're going to try me again? Huh? With what evidence? Oh, then he said because the little brother wasn't there. Guys, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. Do not. It makes no sense at all. This is a travesty. It's illegitimate. Listen, yo. By the lower court, because they're a lower court, the higher court got to do it over.
Thinking here is, since this is more of a technicality, not based on any new
he said
evidence,
he can barely say technicality. He can't even look in the screen straight and say that.
Thanks for breaking that down for us.
He's looking all around. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe they found new evidence, but obviously not. It's more of a technicality.
Maybe they found new evidence. What do you mean maybe? And you're pulling me back to court for a maybe. You're pulling me back to court for a maybe. How? That makes no sense, guys. I've never heard of this. Please let me know if you got another case like this. I've never heard of it. Guys, they're trying to learn. They're trying to slip in new rules without you noticing. That's double jeopardy. You can't do it. How are you going to do it? What are you going to charge me with? What new evidence? Of what? You should have compared the evidence you had that wasn't mine to someone else and found out who it was. So why aren't they doing that? It's because they're someone they know? Well, how? How is this happening? Do not be fooled. They're slipping in new rules, y'all. Check it. Listen to the news. People don't read. They don't look at the news. They know that. Look at this. This is against Maryland law. Guys, there's no law that says in Maryland you can get tried under double jeopardy. They're trying them again for what crime? They can't even say, oh, it's a technicality. They want to say the same crime. They're trying to say a technicality. What technicality? So that means the exoneration is reinstated? Yo, what? Guys, be aware of this. Your family could be in this same seat. Be aware. Something's not right in this case. Look into this. Adnan Syed, we're going to begin looking into that. This is just the beginning, yo. It's crazy. I heard this. I was like, what? It makes no sense. It's against the Constitution. This is against the constitutional right of every human being. All rights reserved. You already know how I rock. Tune in.